So, hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for, you guessed it, another FIFA 20 career mode experiment. We are back again with the PC modded content. Today, we are going to be seeing, right, and I know this sounds ridiculous, we did a video like this on FIFA 19. Will it be the same? Will the results be different? The results will be crazy, we know that for sure. But we are going to see what happens when every single player on the entire game retires at the same time. If we go through our own squad, you can see Alisson kind of approaching the absolute peak of his career as far as the goalkeeper is concerned, but just falling out of love with the game, sacking it off. He'd rather be a beard barber instead. Is that even a job? Probably not, to be honest. Kamil Grabara out on loan at Huddersfield, not enjoying the North much. He's retiring as well. The entire Liverpool squad has got a status of retiring at the end of the season. Even the beautiful Divock Origi. Divock, you will be missed. I will love you forever. But it's not just them. It is literally every single player in FIFA 20 career mode. Eddie Nketiah is here on our shortlist. We can't approach him because he's retiring. Jamie Vardy, no more housing from him. He's gone as well. Alexander Lacazette packing his bags. I would if my manager was Unai Emery as well. Anyway, enough of the ins and outs. If you go on to enjoy what is realistically going to be a hectic video, slap a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Now, the first season is over. I'll be brutally honest with you, we don't really care too much about it. Man City have won the league with an astonishing 109 points. Where are Arsenal? Arsenal finished 10th. Unai Emery is still very much in charge of that club, but let's put it that way. Now, if we take a look at the squad hub once again, you can see everyone is still retiring. Didn't know whether that would maybe change. Obviously, we've got dynamic potential these days. We've got morale, whether certain players would, you know, if they were doing really well, actually not retire. Herbie Kane's only 21. He's not willing to talk about a new contract because he's retiring, even though he's only 21. Herbie, mate, you had so much left to live for. Now, this is an interesting one. I forgot about this. There's Euro 2020 at the end of the season. So how is that gonna work? We've got a tournament at the end of the season. How are they gonna retire halfway through an actual international tournament? Well, lads, we're about to find out what happens. I'm very scared. I will not beat around the bush. I'm very concerned as to what happens next. He really is taking it sweet time. It's okay, game. You do what you've got to do. Lads, we made it. I'm so intrigued to find out what has happened to the international tournament. Well, that's not a good sign. Ah, right. That's why we're so bad. Why are you all unhappy? You weren't even at the club literally 1 day ago. Why have we got a guy called Zwischenbrugger up front? Who are you? So Brazil are here and they've just got random regens. So the game has actually like redone the news and everything to make sure that the teams are actually full again. But are they good? Like, I don't... If we go through, like, the rest of the teams in the Premier League, you'll see the quality has decreased drastically, but some of the teams are awful now. Villa 3.5, Brighton, Burnley, Cardiff all the same, Chelsea 2. We've been done dirty. Why have we not got anyone else's regens? Right, so listen, I'm looking at players and I'm like, calm. All right, these so far look like they're the best regens. Good stuff. And then I'm seeing this man. Who is this guy? Tai Cheng Rui De Kong Cardozo. That's sick. Imagine having De Kong in the middle of your name for just no apparent reason. Who is he? There's no goalkeeper from Macau. Is that Macau? I think it is. This man isn't wearing a shirt. Like, you just when you think it can't get any worse. If you're wondering how the international teams are looking at this early stage, for the most part, they're not that great, a lot of them, but there are some decent players already. Belgium are 3.5 stars. Brazil are 4 stars. England are 4 stars. We've got the regeneration of Stuart Downing at left wing. There's an 86 rated centre mid in France already. How are you that good already? It's not even the new year, for crying out loud. We've been sacked again. Even the cheat table can't save that horrendous team. How did the board expect me to get in the Champions League with a 47 rated goalkeeper? This is the team we have now been dealt with. We've got Stoke City up in the Premier League, so they must have been promoted last season. Season number 1 of this experiment, but season number 2 overall, is done, and the Premier League is quite a sight to behold. We've ended up with Brighton winning the league on 99 points. Cardiff City, fresh out of the Championship, have come second, with United third and West Ham in P4. Somehow we ended up back managing Liverpool again because we got sacked by Stoke, unsurprisingly, and they got 0 points. They got 0 points. The FA Cup was won by Leicester City 4-2 over Burnley. Chelsea won the Carabao Cup on penalties over Cardiff. Meanwhile, in Europe, the Champions League was won by Bayer Leverkusen. And then finally in the Europa League, Atalanta beat West Ham 2-1. Would you look at that? What a surprise. Give me a team that has realistic Oh, for God's sake. We've got Millwall. They don't even have a goalkeeper. They've got a right back in there. We've actually been done so dirty in this experiment. I hate this game. I would know genuinely, whoever came up with how frequently you get sacked in this game, listen, big man, we need to have a talk. I want to just get you in a room with no cameras and only me and you, and no way of prosecuting me for GBH at all, because so the Premier League in this second season of the experiment, there's a lot has happened in this second season, has been won by Manchester City, who have recovered and got back to the top spot, 101 points for them. Chelsea in second, then Burnley, Villa and Manchester United, West Ham, Spurs and Stoke. Down towards the bottom, we've got the likes of Cardiff, Forest, Huddersfield and even Oxford United were here. League 1 has been won by Paris Saint-Germain over Lyon and Monaco, so I don't know whether some of the big teams have gone out and bought some of the best players now. The Bundesliga hasn't been won by who you think it would be won by, though. Bayern did finish third, but only 2 points behind eventual winners Leverkusen. Serie A has been won by Roma. Inter finished in second, and Atalanta, Lazio and Milan. Over in Spain, Real Madrid are champions. Yet another sort of old school big team that seems to have been affected either nicely by the experiment or has gone out and bought big players. Atalanta won the Champions League 2-1 over Cardiff City. And then in the Europa League, Chelsea beat Hanover of Germany 2-1. I've had enough. Lads, we haven't even done 3 seasons of this experiment, and I'm already really wishing that 6 years ago I'd just chosen to play Call of Duty or something. Season number 3 of this experiment is done, and Manchester City have reclaimed the title for a second year in a row. Down towards the bottom, Southampton relegated along with Derby County and Arsenal, who had been relegated in season 1, I think. In League 1, we've got the likes of QPR, Wigan, Bolton, and down towards the bottom, Liverpool. France has kind of normalised now. Paris Saint-Germain win League 1, Monaco and Lyon. Meanwhile, in the Bundesliga, it's definitely not normalised here. Nuremberg have won the league, and Leverkusen and Wolfsburg. Serie A was won by Roma once again. Inter down in second, then Benevento, Atalanta and Juventus. In Spain, Real Madrid win the league again. Barca go one better, but still finish only second, then Sociedad and Real Betis. Atalanta are doing bits in terms of silverware. I don't think they've actually won Serie A, but they've won the Champions League over Burnley. Meanwhile, in the Europa League, Manchester City may have won the Premier League, but they are beaten by Real Sociedad in European competition. The penultimate season that we're going to do before I literally lose the will to live is done, and Burnley have taken the crown, taken the top spot off Manchester City. Much lower points tally, so the league is still pretty even in comparison to how it is now. And then Forest, Huddersfield and Oxford, who all got promoted and relegated straight away earlier on in the experiment, have suffered the exact same fate again. Norwich are all the way down in League 1, joining Liverpool as Premier League sides that have really gone downhill. Paris Saint-Germain once again win League 1. Dortmund have won the Bundesliga this year. This has been the most random league, and I'm here for it. Roma wins Serie A for a 3rd year in a row, and are followed by Inter for a 3rd year in a row. Over in Spain, Barcelona finally take the crown off Real Madrid. They've been steadily getting better, and this time they've won the league. So before we take a look at the actual league tables for the final season here in this experiment, I thought I'd take you through some of the best players that we've got in the game at this point. For example, the best player I've managed to find so far in this save is Mauro Sarra from Milan. He's 93 overall, and he's the region of Paulo Dybala from Argentina. Argentina. Bobby Pele here. I mean, Pele by name, Pele by nature, clearly, because he's 92 overall from France. Kind of explains why Burnley are doing so well. They not only got him, but they got this guy, João Paulo Carvalho, as well. Jesse Martin Ferreira Filho is either the region of Alisson or Edison. I can't really tell because I can't find the other one. Kante's regen finds himself at Aston Villa. Keeping up the Premier League vibe here because most of the good players seem to be in the Premier League from what I can tell so far. Gaëtan Neri is the region, I believe, of Kylian Mbappe and has found himself at Inter, interestingly. Inter are doing really well as far as regions are concerned because they've also got Ronaldo's regen. Diego Gomez Torres is yet another Bournemouth player, CDM 89 overall from Spain. Wan-Bissaka's region is Ashley Moore-Taylor. He's at Stoke. You may have seen him earlier on. And they've also got Kevin De Bruyne's region, Matthias Fouquet. Please, I'm not swearing. YouTube algorithm, I swear. It's just his name. Mohamed Salah's region finds himself at Manchester City in the form of Ahmed El Said. Jean-David Tunkara is at Metz. Really good goalkeeper there. So is Christian Calvo's the region of Keylor Navas. Bradley Adelakun continues a really good set of English vibes. We've got some really good players. Van Dijk's regen finds himself at Manchester City. Any other wonder kids or regens I haven't really been able to find. Jadon Sancho wasn't around. Burnley the first of the 5-star teams though. Would you believe it? Burnley of all teams. Inter are 5-star, so them and Burnley the only 5-star teams so far. Roma are 5 stars as well. Their team there really doesn't look that good, but I'm guessing it's a lot better when you go in detail. Season 5 sees Manchester City return back to the top of the table. They win the Premier League on goal difference over Chelsea. 5-star rated Burnley finish only 3rd ahead of Everton, Villa, United, Cardiff and Stoke City. Arsenal do survive this time, but Palace, Southampton and Derby go down. Ligue 1 wasn't won by Paris Saint-Germain this time, so I take it back. Monaco win the league at a Stade Rennais and Lille. The Bundesliga was won by Dortmund once again, Wolfsburg in 2nd and Leipzig and Bayern. Your Serie A champions once again are Roma, once again ahead of Inter. And then finally in Spain, Real Madrid returned back to the summit, beating Barcelona by 13 points. But I reckon that is going to wrap up today's FIFA 20 career mode experiment. It's actually been quite a long one. I've been recording for 2 hours, would you believe? I saw a lot of feedback suggesting that people wanted to see a lot more of the teams rather than tables in these experiments. So I hope I've been able to do that for you. Again, let me know if that's the case down in the comments section if you want to see even more of the teams in a future experiment. But if you have enjoyed this video, slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also follow me on social media. It is at @theofficialfng on Twitter and on Insta. But it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a great day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.
Please help me.